This is Total OS Today, total technology for beginners and beyond. Well, this is Wednesday. This is Windows Wednesday. And the question is, of course, does pizza count as a breakfast? I just had 2 pieces of leftover pizza from the other day because I was too lazy to cook something. You guys tell me, is that a real breakfast? Leftover pizza. It was actually, what was it? DiGiorno frozen pizza. Yeah. As far as frozen pizzas go, I love DiGiorno. Hang on, I gotta adjust my mic here. I'm using the Fifine or Fifine mic on a scissor stance, the 690. Great mic, by the way. I think I still prefer a headset. I have more control, like if I move back like this or move closer, then the mic moves. The mic moves with me. Anyway, welcome to today's live show. If you are new to the channel, please do stop by and say hello. I really enjoy doing these shows even alone, but I really do these live shows more for you guys to stop in and say hello. Because I miss you guys. No, I really do miss you guys, and thank you for sticking around for, 11 years. Yeah. Hang on, I need to adjust I'm wearing earbuds. I'm listening to my dad's music in the background. It's beautiful tunes. And anyway, if the background music is too loud, let me know. All right, so we'll talk about some Windows and Linux stuff today. The question is, why did you stop using Linux? If you have, or did you ever try it? Let me take a quick look in the chat. As you can see, those of you who are watching this, you can see below I have some news articles scrolling, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Hello, Brugrura is in the house. He says, oh my God, hello. It's been a while. How are you? Good to have you here. How you been? Lamer is in the house. Linux Lamer. Greetings. Good morning. He says hello, and yes, pizza does count for breakfast. I do it every time when I got leftover pizza. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I think I still prefer like fresh eggs and sausage, or actually for fast food, I kind of like McDonald's fast food if I have to do fast food for breakfast. Yeah, and of course they have fresh coffee. So yes, if McDonald's would like to sponsor a live show, please do. We need sponsors for the shows, especially starting in January. We're starting January. This pandemic has been a pain in the butt. We'll be starting January with zero money in the budget for live shows. And it is what it is. So if anybody would like to sponsor a show or contribute, please do. All right. I bet they hate that I like your video, my voice. Well, thank you for liking my voice. I have been told I have a soothing or a friendly voice. I feel blessed for that. Thank you. YouTube stopped recommending my channel to you, Burgura? Really? I have to call Uncle Guido in Sicily to take care of that. That is completely unacceptable. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I will feel relieved and thankful we are over this. Pandemic is a pain in my kernels, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Anyway, been subscribed to the channel when you tried Manjaro. That would have been about 3-4 years ago, something like that. We have no Sonics or Hardee's here for breakfast, Lamer. We have McDonald's. We have Wendy's. I think Wendy's now started serving breakfast. Burger King, mom and pop stores. We have a bagel shop. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I should be drinking water, but I'm drinking Diet Coke for breakfast too. I guess I am not the symbol of perfect healthiness, am I? I guess you could say when it comes to breakfast, I am unstable like Arch. Arch Linux, excuse me. Anyway, welcome all to tonight's or to this morning's show. For those of you who watch this later today or tonight, sorry I missed you. If there are specific topics you want me to cover, or what would you like to see more and like to see less of Total OS, let me know. I am open to suggestions. You know, this channel will not be here without you guys. So if there is more you like to see, less, don't be shy. Let me know. If you would like to sponsor a show, let me know. Okay. We'll go into the news articles. Oh, okay, one more. Lim Paul or I am Paul. Hi. To answer the question, you stop because most of the games I play don't work on Linux right now. Okay. Maybe once Steam gets on the EAC stuff, make things work better via Photon, you'll switch back. Okay, well, first of all, hi. I am Paul. Yeah, when it comes to gaming, I would say right now, just stick with Windows. It's not there yet. You know, in Linux, you can game in Linux. It's doable and it's been proven, but it's just not easy. So yeah. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm Paul. Great to have you here. I see Terry's in. Arch, real men use Gentoo. Hi Terry. I do use Gentoo. I use a Chromebook, which is based on Gentoo. Don't you know that? Anyway, Terry, great to have you here. Quails, I see Quails is here. Okay, if you guys have any news articles for today and want to mention it in the chat, please do, and we'll go into that. But yeah, I did a reaction video to LTT Linus Tech Tips, trying to do a full install of, I think it was Pop OS for gaming, and it did not go well. So what Linus did is real life, and it's unfortunate that he's had problems. But if you are a beginner and you are a gamer, just for now, I would stay away from Linux. It's just not beginner friendly, and you don't know if a driver is going to work, you know, graphics or whatever. It's much easier in Windows. Just install and go. Oh, really, Brogrua? In your country, the normal breakfast is milk with bread or cake. Anything else is not normal. Ah, okay. No, I can deal with milk and cake in the morning. I like flavored milk. Like for breakfast, I like strawberry quick mix milk. If I was gonna do that. So Sir Seuss is in the house. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Nice crowd this morning. Great to have you here. La 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 la. I got my dad's music in my buds and la 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 la. Anyway, sorry, I digress. I need to call him today. It's been a while. He's been stuck in Italy since this pandemic. Okay, well, if you are using, again, if you have stopped using Linux, let me know. That's mainly today's topic for this Windows Wednesday. And if you are new here, this is Total OS Today, total technology for beginners and beyond, as I like to say. Well, it looks like Windows 11, catching up on the news, has been going very smoothly. I haven't, in my personal test, haven't seen any major or any bugs or blue screens or black screens. I believe Microsoft just released the new media player for Windows 11, which I have not installed yet. I think it's going to replace what do they call it, Groove Music or something like that. So yeah. So I'll have to see if I get that installed today and try it out. I saw a video. Somebody did a lengthy review of Windows 11. Strictly a Linux user. I forget the gentleman's name. And he uses only Linux. And he thought Windows 11 was fine for what it is. And he says it was nice to install Ubuntu in the Windows, the subsystem for Linux in Windows. He thought that was a positive feature. But that would not be really a feature for Windows users, because if a person only uses Windows, why would he want to install Linux inside Windows. If you want to use Ubuntu, just install Ubuntu separately. It's just a personal thought. Yeah, so let me know what you think about all of that. Anyway. All right, so once again, yeah. I have tried Windows 11 and I've installed it, a full install, and it's faster than GNOME Linux. So far. The Steam Deck, the popular news item article, Steam Deck, it looks like has been delayed until 2022 February as of this recording. When I mean the Steam Deck, I am not talking about the toilet. Sorry, I could not resist. I'm still looking at the chat, by the way, so if you have a question or comment, I'll see if I can get to it, okay? If I miss a question or comment, post it again. Sorry. Yeah, Terry, if you need to game on a PC, just stick with Windows. What is the point of switching to Linux? A Windows 10 license costs a few dollars only. What's the saving? And I don't use Windows anymore. Okay, Terry, yeah, that's perfectly user-friendly advice. I totally agree. It's Seuss says, laughing my A off. What about the Steam Deck? That's what it reminds me of. The first time I heard exciting news from Linux, the Steam Deck. I just used it like 2 minutes ago. Sorry, I can't resist. These silly dames. Anyway, where was I at? Yeah, so the question is, why have you stopped using Linux? And I can probably guess why. Well, speaking of Windows and Microsoft, Halo fans, the Halo game officially is going to be released less than a month from now, December 8th. December 8th, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The Master Chief is back. Or is it the Master Chef? No, it's the Master Chief. I got food in my mind this morning. It's the Master Chief. You know the voice of Master Chief is actually a DJ. I think his name is Steve. Cortana, give me the phaser, give me the weapon. Yes, I threw in some Arnold Schwarzenegger there. Oh, Halo is fantastic. So Seuss is fantastic. I miss doing Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's good to be here. I would love to have Arnold on a show. See, because I could introduce Schwarzenegger as myself playing him, right? This is Total OS today, total technology for beginners. My first guest is my twin, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That actually hurts my throat. Time for another sip of Diet Coke. All right, so yes, Halo 6, Halo Infinite is coming out December 8th. Looking forward to that. That'll be my Christmas gift to myself. The Halo TV series, there is a teaser trailer on YouTube, live action, about 30 seconds or so. I think they show the actual face of the actor playing the Master Chief. The last live action show was back in 2015. I think it was something they filmed in Canada, only for $10 million, relatively low budget, and it shows. But it's not too bad. It wasn't too bad. I forget what it was called back in 2015 when they released Halo 5. And Halo, so far, has sold 81 million copies, and it's Ubuntu based. Just kidding. It's not. Ubuntu wished they had a game comparable to Halo. They would sell lots of Ubuntu if that was true. MacBook sales have hit a new record. My guess is because of the introduction of the lighter weight, lighter priced MacBook, which starts at about $1,000. Seuss plays Doom. Didn't they try to make another Doom movie and it bombed? I don't know what it is. Gaming coming to, transformed into movies don't play very well in film. I don't know. I think Halo should have been done 10 years ago. Obviously, it's still popular. Duh. Yeah, the headline, this, if you're seeing it, Japanese toaster company makes an Android phone. No butter, please. No, but besides that joke, yeah, there is actually a Japanese toaster company making an Android phone. It's almost $1,000. I don't think so. Yeah. All right, so Terry says you have an engineer's mind. I don't have Windows at home anymore, but if a solution already exists, then just use it. Nobody ever claimed Linux would ever support every game anyway. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I use what works. I've tried Arch-based, obviously Debian, Ubuntu-based, and I think because my very first date with Linux was Ubuntu, back in 2006, I've been very, very comfortable using Ubuntu-based systems. And that's why I've stayed with them. Maybe someone used Arch the first time and got comfortable with that. Honestly, use what works, period. I have a couple of Chromebooks. Because of the Chromebooks, I seldom use my ThinkPads. Chromebooks are faster. Do I care that it's Linux like Gentoo based? No, I just care that it works. I'm not going to say I'm only using Chromebook because it's Gentoo based. I think that would be kind of silly. Use it because it works, because Chromebooks are low maintenance. There's generally no bugs. They're easy to use. They're fast. They're web-based to get on the web. I actually just finished editing a video, the top 5 Chromebook myths about Chromebooks. I keep getting the same comments and questions, misconceptions about Chromebooks, like you can't game on a Chromebook and you can't Zoom on a Chromebook. Yes, you can. Anyway, but yeah, maybe I'll upload that today or tomorrow. The top 5, there are more Chromebook myths and misconceptions about Chromebooks, but top 5 is what I will post. So yeah. Yes, Linux does have a learning curve. Obviously, if you try installing something like Ubuntu Mate or Linux Mint versus, say, Linux from scratch, is going to be a lot less of a learning curve. Again, yeah, just if you were new to all this, search my channel for newbies for Ubuntu Mate, Linux Mint. It should speed the process up to install Linux. So yeah. Yep, Terry, I do love ThinkPads. Yeah, Linux on ThinkPads are fantastic. Really, really easy to use or to install, and they are generally stable. Yeah. Anyway, I think the last great Ubuntu was Ubuntu 16.04. The last one with Unity desktop. When they switched to GNOME, I understand why they did it, but it was disappointing. And after 10 years of the GNOME, the current GNOME Shell, GNOME 3, whatever it's called, it's been disappointing. It's got to be one of the worst desktop environments for beginners. Yeah, a choice between GNOME, Linux, or Windows 11, or any Windows, I'd probably stick with Windows right now. Just a thought. ThinkPads are solid. I still have one that actually originally had Windows XP that still works. That many choices installing Linux. I think I installed Linux Mint Mate 32-bit. Something like that. You have to get it running, so yeah. Still getting used to this Fifine fine microphone on a scissor stand. So used to wearing a headset. Anyway. Again, if there is anybody new watching or wants to say hello, don't be shy. If you stopped using Linux, don't be shy. Tell me why. There's a song. No more Linux. Tell me why. Don't be shy. Ah, Sir Seuss likes open source. Well, duh. You know what? It's just off topic. I had that leftover pizza for breakfast. I think I would have preferred coffee versus a Diet Coke, but that's all I had ready to go. And the glass of water. That's usually what I have in the morning when I go out for coffee and sit down. I'll have toast, some cafe, or as we say in New York, some coffee, and some water. Ah, Sarath is in the house. Hello, Sarath. You stop using Linux because the desktop, especially GNOME, seems to be going backwards. Yes. Slow Linux desktop growth because they naturally influence the whole desktop market. Well, yeah, GNOME is not. The only reason why I use GNOME now is because of Zorn OS 16 is a fantastic GNOME, modified GNOME desktop with the proper extensions that don't break the system. But it's disappointing, yeah, overall with GNOME. Yeah. Yes, Seuss. Yes, Windows 11 is freaking fast. I have it installed, as you know, on a 10-year-old not a ThinkPad, a 10-year-old Lenovo desktop with the original freaking hard disk drive. What is it? Western Digital hard disk drive. I mean, it's not a supersonic jet, but it's faster than Linux, than the Zorn. I'm like, this can't be right. But look, I've installed updates, I've rebooted, I've done this. Now you do have to defragment more and more. But once I put in an SSD, I won't have to worry about that. But yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. Windows 11 has been a very pleasant surprise. Yeah. Yeah, I would say Linux user and a Windows user probably would not care about desktop growth. You know, most, especially now in today's world, in this pandemic world where, you know, people are trying to adjust to it and do what they can, you know, they have busy lives, as if the life of a nurse or a doctor or whatever wasn't busy enough. A lot of people don't have time to download something Linux-based, hope that it works, and spend the time solving bugs. They just don't. They just want to click and go or buy it and go, and that's why Chromebooks have sold. There's nothing. There's no extensions. No, there's no fine tuning. You know, that's why Chromebooks work. So yeah. I think, like I said before, I think the top tech story this year has got to be Windows 11. Yeah. And believe it or not, Microsoft's Edge browser works great in Linux. Who knew? It actually looks good. It's probably not something I would use every day, but it, you know, it's fast, it's stable, and it just works. So yeah. You can tell Microsoft's interested in Linux, can't you? Hey, the Edge browser for Linux. You need to try it. Yeah, there are many choices for Linux desktop. Cinnamon, Budgie, KDE. Yeah. Yeah, I still prefer Mate, the old GNOME 2 look, because it's simple. It just works. It won't be confusing for a Windows user. So yeah. Yes, but I did try Q4 OS. It's pretty fast, especially for a machine that had a Windows XP like mine. So yeah. Just checking my messages on my phone. Is anybody buying a new smartphone this year? I got a Moto G stylus bought last year for a couple $100 or so. I think I'll keep it for another year. It seems to be okay. I don't use the stylus that much. All right, so for those of you joining late, of course, the question is, why did you stop using Linux? For those of you who like to listen in podcast format, I use the Anchor app, and you can catch these on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and other podcasting platforms if you wish. In fact, I need to post something new. If you haven't already, I posted something on my Patreon page. I don't have a lot on there, but it's an audio podcast from 2018. If you guys need a laugh today, I mean a very good laugh, just go to the TOS Today, Toss Today on Patreon. Search search the crap app. Trust me, once you hear it, you'll know what I mean. I made it public. If you need a laugh this holiday season, so check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. So yeah. Edge makes your machine laggy? Really? The Edge browser? No. At least in Ubuntu Mate, the last LTS, it didn't really affect anything. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of surprised. So yeah. Lamer, you bought the Google Pixel 5a and you installed Calyx OS. That is the Google Android. Interesting. Yeah, that's something I never got into. Once I buy a phone, I install the apps, and that's it. I don't really side load anything, so yeah. How about a quick joke? Are you ready? Why don't zombies eat pirates? Because they're too salty. Ba-da-bum-bum. Anyway. I got friends on Facebook who, yeah, they'll post clever stuff. Yeah, Sorsu says he's ready. Okay. All right, since we were talking about breakfast and coffee, Sorsus, Libra likes, there's like a 8-second delay here, but yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Guess you like the joke. Okay. We were talking about, the coffee, and all right, here's a little pun joke. Stealing someone's coffee is called mugging. Okay, here's I put my grandma on speed dial. That's why they call it Instagram. Oh, come on, that's funny. The Energizer Bunny was arrested, charged with battery. Oh well. The other day I held the door open for a clown. It was a nice gesture. Whoever invented knock-knock jokes should get a Nobel Prize. See what you guys get for free this morning. Total OS today, the best bargain in entertainment, right? Yes, Sir Seuss, you have to chuckle. I'll have to do another holiday special on one-liners and jokes like that. There's one from 2018. You've seen those commercials, 4 out of 5 people suffer from this or recommend this, the commercial, 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea. Well, if that's true, does that mean that the fifth person enjoys it? Here's a philosophical thought. What if there were no hypothetical questions? Just a thought. Yeah, Terry says, my best friend just ran off with my wife. I really miss him. But a bump bump. Anyway. These jokes are fantastic. Wow. All right, Arnold. Here. Sit down. Have a cookie. Will you sit down, Arnold? Just have a. Jeez. You know, Schwarzenegger came to visit. He doesn't leave me alone. Total OS is fantastic. Wow. Sarsus says, you're killing me, Smalls. Is that from a movie? Sarsus? So, Arnold, do you use Linux? What? You use Gentoo Linux, Arnold? Really? Yes. Wow. So how's it working out for you? Oh, it's that bad. Okay. All right, Arnold. Well, thank you for your report. It must be the caffeine in this Diet Coke. I'm being silly this morning. The Sandlot movie. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, jokes aside, the question is this morning, if you are joining us late, why did you stop using Linux? Be honest. Be honest. I think Arnold should make another Terminator movie. The last one, it was fun to watch, but it was kind of silly. He plays a married guy with a kid, and he has a drapery business. I forget what he called himself in the movie. You know, Charlie's Draperies, because we won't leave you hanging, or something like that. It was too obvious. Anyway. Farron OS says there was also Edge Deflector. Didn't I see that in Star Trek? Yeah, I don't know. Captain, the Edge Deflector. I don't know. Yes, just stick with Windows to play games. Yes. Rue M2 is in the house. Well, hello, Rue. How are you? Ba 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 boo. Welcome. Have you stopped using Linux, Rue? I mentioned Halo game before. There's actually some videos or a CD of voiceover bloopers on Halo. It's kind of funny. Terry says, you don't think anyone will say they stop using Linux? I think they will say they will still use Windows alongside it, probably for games. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I've received comments in the past that they stopped using Linux altogether for whatever reason. You know, look, if you have stopped using Linux, at least you tried. That's all we can ask, right? That's all anyone can ask. Try something new. You might like it. Just like trying some new food or, you know, vacationing somewhere that you've never been to. So, yeah. Aru says, it's beautiful. Got sick of all the crashes and bugs. Okay. Yeah, the Steam Deck is scheduled for February of 2022. You can use and play the Steam Deck as you're sitting on your Steam Deck. All right, Arnold, sit down. You gone back to Mint, Linux Mint? Okay. I use Windows maybe 20% of the time, and that with Windows 11. I'm more interested in Windows to see where Windows 11 goes from here. You know, it's the best Windows since Windows 7. Yeah, definitely. And it's just as fast as Windows 7, or maybe even faster. Once I pop in an SSD, I think Windows 11 will fly. Do we have any MacBook users out there, since MacBook sales have hit a new record, evidently? Yeah, $999 for a starting point for a MacBook is not bad, really. If you are considering buying a Chromebook, make sure you get one that was built at least last year or this year, because you'll get at least what's between 6 and 7 years of official support. If you buy a refurbished one from before that, I believe it's only 5 years. Now, that can change. That's entirely up to Google and the manufacturers. But make sure you buy one that's at least a 2020 model if you're buying a refurbished Chromebook or a new one. That way you'll get the full, I think it's 6.5 years of support. So, yeah. Rue asks, how much disk space does a fresh Windows 11 install take? I don't know. Is it 20 gigs? I don't know. I have to look. It's more than Linux, obviously. Yeah. So, what I did, I created a bootable USB stick. I think it was a 16 gigabyte stick. I think that's what they recommend at least, or something like that. But yeah. Jens Turek is in the house. Hello, Jens. How are you? Jen's like Manjaro KDE, the perfect distro. Okay. I'm not an Arch person myself, but okay. Yeah, drag and drop and taskbar doesn't work. Officially, you cannot move the taskbar to the top without adding other apps and extensions to it. But I'm cool with it for now. So yeah. Yeah, yes, for Sue. 6.5 years of support is now. Keep in mind that's even for a $200, or less Chromebook machine is not bad. I mean, think about it. 6.5 years in the tech business is pretty outdated in the end. It's pretty old. Heck, after 2 years, it's outdated, right? Almost. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be at least 20 gigs for Windows installation at least. Obviously, when you're installing anything, more the better, just in case. But I dual booted my Zorin OS 16 in that one, the original 500 gigabyte disk drive, and it's fine. So yeah. I just saw one of the comments on the video I posted on Linus Tech Tips trying Linux for the first time. Someone commented he wanted the pain. I don't think anybody wants pain, but anyway. Yeah, if you want a game, if you are a gamer, just stay away from Linux for now. Polar Bear is in the house. Hello, Polar Bear. Will not stop using Linux. Have been using it mainly for 11 years. Okay. Cool. Yeah, generally speaking, also, Tara, I probably would not recommend dual booting for new users, unless you have just an old test machine. If you want to experiment and learn how to do it, But yeah, it's always best to install fresh install on a erase the hard drive on a machine that you don't need. That way, if you make a mistake, it won't matter. Yeah. Oh, I was just looking at the weather app. It's 52 degrees right now in Ohio. That's warm for this time of year in Ohio. I'll take it. Do we have anybody from Arizona, by the way? Let me know. I was planning on going there at the end of January, Scottsdale, but I've had to cancel. You guys can't see, but I'm looking at the other Ticker news feed on top, and it says Linux has a serious security problem that once again enables DNS cache poisoning. Ouch. Okay. Ah, Jens Turek is from Germany. Okay, Jen. Guten Tag. I think that means hello. I learned that from my other German friend, Stephanie Forian. Guten Tag. I think I'm close enough. That means hi or hello. Guten Tag. Cool. Another person from Germany. Awesome. Yeah, I think my friend is in Munich. Have you heard of Stephanie Forian? Anyway, Guten Tag. All right, Quails. Take care. Guten Tag. I said it right. Thank you. $61 Fahrenheit for you, Lamer. Yeah, it's 52 here. I'll take it. Heck, next week is Thanksgiving, so I think there's a storm coming across the Midwest next week. They were predicting. Oh joy. Apple announces self-service repair program starting with iPhone 12 and 13. That's interesting. Well, it's already after 10 a.m. here. We may have to wrap this up here pretty soon. Again, the question is, why did you stop using Linux? If you have, let me know. If you're joining in late, if you missed any of this, you can watch this in full repeat mode once I am done. Yeah, not a good day to ride a motorcycle, Lamer, yeah. I got a Schwinn bike, but yeah, when it drops below a certain temperature, nah, no bikes. I might go for a walk in the cold, but not going to ride a bike. I'll get frostbite. That cold wind. Oh, thank you, Rue. He says, watch this later. Click like on the nice comment. Oh, that's not bad for Germany. 39 Fahrenheit there right now is not bad. I got my dad's. I like this song from. I have to crank it up a little bit higher.
Gli amici sono amici fin quando tu gli dai, ma quando tu non hai, non ti guardano in faccia e vanno per le strade con le bugie in bocca.
The new Spider-Man trailer? There's a new Spider-Man movie, I guess, huh? Yeah, I wanted to go see the new James Bond movie, but the pandemic shut down both theaters we have. We have like 0 theaters. None. The closest one is like 30 miles away, which means if I wanted to go see a movie, it's a total of a 60-mile trip to see a freaking film. Anyway. Are you guys buying any Christmas toys for yourselves? I might get a 4K TV. I don't have one yet. I've been thinking about it. I might buy the 4K disc of No Time to Die, since I don't have a 4K TV. We have a few people from the UK. Of course, we know what the UK stands for, right? The Ubuntu Kingdom. Ha ha. All right, why don't we give this a 5-minute warning, and then we'll wrap this up for this morning so I can start my day. And if you missed any of this, you can watch this on the replay. And sometime later this week, I will transcode this into a podcast. You can listen to it on your favorite platform like Spotify and Google Podcasts or whatever, if you like podcast format also. Oh, Rue got a new monitor and cake. Really? Really? So when you buy a monitor, they give you free cake? Gee, it never happens to me. Oh, Sir Seuss says, no toys for you. Wah, wah. Have you been a bad boy? I'm reading. Wait, dude, you're getting a Dell guy returns. Wasn't that commercials for like 10 years ago? Huh. More than 10 years ago. Huh. Yeah, so the actor who played Dude, the Dell guy, is coming back in new commercials. Okay, whatever. Dude, it's a Dell. Terry says he has too many toys. The wife has banished me to the garage as my man cave. Too many ThinkPads. Hey, ThinkPads and men go together like pasta and pasta sauce, don't they, Terry? Yep. Hey, you can never have... Look, Terry, tell the wife, you can never have too many ThinkPads. That's like telling wives they have too many shoes. Duh. Right, Terry? Of course I'm right. I dated one girl once. Man, she had so many shoes, she could have opened up her own shoe department store. I'm like, dang. Anyway, off topic. Yes, ThinkPads come to your man cave to die and be reborn. All right. Terry the ThinkPad master. They should make a movie based on ThinkPads. Why not? Sir Seuss loved to get a digital oscilloscope. Really? Huh. Of all the things. Okay. The Seeker is in the house. Well, it's good that you have seeked me. Seeker, how you been? So if you guys don't know, System 76 is building its own desktop environment. I guess they've had enough of GNOME also. Of course, System 76, based here in the United States in Colorado. And their System 76 machines, which I heard are pretty good. A digital oscilloscope. Man, of all the things. Okay. Seeker working on Stormfish OS. And now a Ubuntu spin with Ben. When does Ben never work on a respin of something? I'm gonna have to send Ben this bottle of Motrin here. Yeah, I'll send him a fresh bottle, Motrin extra strength. Okay, yeah. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to leave you with a joke from my singer pally Slim Man. Slim has been on the channel here a couple times doing his singing stuff. So this is an Italian pandemic joke, okay? So the joke is, hey guys, do you know that there's a new Italian COVID vaccine? But it's a suppository. It's called innuendo. Oh, man. We have to laugh. If we don't, we'll go bonkers, right? Yeah. Just say it, Toss. Sister says, you ain't right, man. There was another joke he told. Let me see. Seeker likes that one. What's the other one? General Motors is merging with Alitalia, you know, the airlines. So General Motors is merging with Alitalia. The new company is called Genitalia. That's all. I can't go any further. This is a family channel. Oh, hi, Ben. Anyway. Rue likes that one, yeah. If you haven't already, check out Slim Man on YouTube. Fantastic Italian American singer. Does Seeker gets bum bum bum. Check out Slim Man on YouTube. Does covers, writes his own songs, funny jokes. He does live Facebook shows. I think it's every Wednesday. He goes by the name of Slim Manicotti, Facebook, because he also cooks. An Italian that cooks? Really? Yes, that's amazing. I know. All right, any final thoughts or comments before I say goodbye for today, for this Windows Wednesday on the premier, entertaining Total OS Today technology channel? If you haven't already subscribed, click the bell so you know when I'm on. Contribute to the shows and to the channel. Anyway. Star Trek Discovery fans are angry as new season is pulled days before launch. Oh. I don't know what's going on there. Anybody seen Star Trek Discovery? Yep. Terry, stay safe, my friend. So I need to get moving here, start my day. Do some shopping. I gotta shop for groceries. Sir Seuss has a good one. My final thought, make someone smile. Well, I hope I did. Hope I made someone smile today. Why is it pulled, Seeker? I don't know. I have to read it. I have the newsreader, the other one that you can't see on my desktop. I just caught it. I'll have to Google search and see what's going on. I think Star Trek Discovery is. I haven't seen it since before the pandemic started, but it seems okay. Yeah. I'll be waiting for the Alien TV series coming out next year, and of course Halo. Yeah, I don't know why it was pulled. Not sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they canceled it or delayed. It says pulled, so I'm not sure what they mean exactly. It could mean canceled. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. All right, my friends, that's it for this Windows Wednesday. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always a pleasure. If I don't see you here in the chat again before the end of the year, happy holidays. Be safe. You guys know how to reach me if you want to sponsor a live show, a topic of your choice that's relevant. Let's do it. Right, Arnold? Does that mean yes, Arnold? Yes. Thank you, Arnold, for sticking by as my co-host for this morning's show. It's fantastic for you to... Oh, it's fantastic to be here. Blah. Okay, goodbye.